Danish or which one? Yeah. Mix. All right. So my accent maybe screwed up that way. Good afternoon, everyone. It is an honor to offer prayer for our meeting. Please let's bow our head. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the chance you have given us to meet to share, exchange, and work together. Bless the meal we will be sharing today. Bless each of our Rotarian and their family. Bless the servicemen and the women. Most of all, bless our fellowship and our great country. This prayer in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Is that okay?
Our song leader today is Jamie. Beautiful lady. Thank you.
Thank you, President Michael. Today I'd like to sing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Now I'm going to introduce you our star server of Larry's, Mr. Nacho Gordon. Bravo.
Thank you, President Michael. That was quite an introduction. Thank you for standing in for me today. Our Sergeant at Arms today is Arlene Serrois. Arlene, are you ready to be of service?
I am.
And do we have any international visiting Rotarians? Yes, do we have?
He can introduce himself. Alistair back there from Australia.
Welcome back.
Hello, fellow Rotarians and friends, and it's nice to see you all again. It must be, about 2 or 3 years now since I've been here, but it's always lots of fun coming to see you. And, I've been in Australia, as you know, but now I've been over in Pasadena and going to the Annapolis group. So that's been a lot of fun as well. So anyway, all the best. Have a fun time.
Thank you. And then we have another one up here.
Well, sort of an international guest. It's my great honor to introduce our youth exchange student from Argentina, Pili Bianco, and I'll let her say a few words. Oh, wait.
Oh, I want the picture. Okay, hi everyone. I think that most of you already met me, but it's really nice to be here again. It was like a long time since I didn't came here, and I would also like to invite you to see that flyer that is in the middle of your table. We are organizing a golf tournament, so if you want to just look at that. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you, Pili. And welcome back, Alistair. Any visiting Rotarians? Visiting Rotarians?
Hi, I'm Leslie Reynolds Taylor from the Port Orchard Rotary in Washington State. I'm VP, and my year is coming up in 2019.
Nice. No, over here.
He is. I'm introducing him. He's got a dual role. It's my pleasure to introduce Carl Kruger. He's the general manager of the Renaissance. He actually is a Rotarian in Palm Springs, and he may move here, and he's looking at our club to come, and I'd like for you to say a couple words, Carl.
You're going to take a picture, aren't you? It's a pleasure to be back for my second time here, and looking forward to getting to know more people in Las Vegas, and thank you very much for welcoming me.
Any other visiting Rotarians? Then let's move on to guests of Rotarians. Annie Nuna.
I'm Annie Nuna, and this is my guest, Anna Oriana. Anna used to be a member in another club that closed, and she's looking to join our club, I hope, and I'm sure she will. She is a financial advisor, and I hope she will be very soon one of us.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Good afternoon, Las Vegas Rotary. I'm Bill Houghton of Horizon Print Solutions, and I'm really pleased to introduce everyone to my eldest daughter, Rosie, who is studying to be a wildlife biologist and traveling with me this week.
Don't worry, I caught that name drop there, Horizon Print Solutions.
Hi, I'm Steve Linder, and I would like to introduce one of our newest members, Andy Kuniyaki. He is the Dean of Liberal Arts and Sciences at Nevada State College.
Thank you. More guests? Okay, then I would like to introduce... Oh, there is more.
Hi, I'm Rob Tellis. I don't know where he is, but he is a guest, so I feel I should introduce her. You want to stand up? This is his assistant, and your name is? Alyssa. Alyssa, and she's visiting with us today, her first time at a Rotary meeting.
Okay, then allow me to introduce my one non-existent guest and my other guest. So Jerry Engel was supposed to be here today, but had surgery on his elbow, but he is recovering. And joining non-existent Jerry, who's recovering, is Bob Warner, our Swiss immigrant who learned English while serving in the Air Force during the Vietnam War. Dubbed Florist to the Stars, Bob owned French Bouquet Flower Shop and had accounts with every hotel on the Strip. He was a founding member of both the Meadows School and Opportunity Village, but is most proud to have been a member of the best Rotary Club in the world for the past 34 years. Please join me in welcoming all our visiting Rotarians and guests. So I got to speed through these announcements because I got to go help cook the food and serve it. So let's get through this. Madam Sergeant at Arms, if you could take the microphone to David Squire. Are you here? Then maybe Jerry to talk about our highway cleanup on Saturday morning.
It was successful as usual. We got the highway very clean. We had brunch over at my house afterwards, and everyone had a good time. Looking forward to 3 months from now, and we'll do it again.
Thank you, and that was a pretty awesome brunch you hosted for us. So thanks for doing that. And then today is the final day for your Tiberti Fellow. If you would like to be a Tiberti Fellow, to let Sean or myself know, or Randy Campanelli or Dan Adamson or any of the foundation people if you want to do that. Then I also want to say thank you from Amanda and myself for all the warm wishes and everybody who sent us stuff. I'm sorry if I haven't responded to you. Sleep has been not too much lately. I can tell you that one thing that I have learned in my job as economic development, they say that people on the casinos now make more money not from gambling, right? They make it all in nightlife and entertainment. And this baby is certainly reminding us that it's all about nightlife and entertainment. So he's living up to that. So thank you all for all your warm wishes. And then I'm going to call to the front Rosalie and Janet for our special presentations.
Andy, could you come up, please? Okay, hello everyone. We'd like to induct 3 new members that we're adding to the club today. Are you all ready? Okay, I'm going to read a little script to you for your induction. Okay, fellow Rotarians and honored guests, on behalf of the Rotary Club of Las Vegas, it is my privilege to induct a new member today. Members, please allow me to introduce Crystal, Chan, and Adam to our club today. Oh, Andy, I'm sorry, to our club today. You have been invited to membership and our Rotary has accepted you as a person of good character, high ethical standards, a person who has the heart of service and will represent our club in the Las Vegas and Rotary communities. We encourage you to learn all about what you can about Rotary and to actively participate in the opportunities that our club has to serve those in need. Our Rotary motto, service above self, is the essence of our gathering. The members of our Rotary are people who believe that world understanding and peace can be improved through people united in the cause of service. Today, you are one of those people. We extend to each of you a sincere and hearty welcome to the Las Vegas Rotary Club and the Worldwide Fellowship of Rotary International. Please, everyone, rise and welcome our newest members to the club. Would you like them to say something for a moment?
Yeah.
Thank you all, and I'm going to allow each one of them just to say a few words about themselves.
It's okay. No worries. Hi, everyone. Thank you. My name is Crystal. I'm from Casa de Shenandoah with Wayne Newton. I just moved here from Tampa, Florida, so I'm super excited to meet all of you. And thank you for welcoming me to your club.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me. The end. I can tell you that even though I'm the Dean of Liberal Arts and Sciences at Nevada State College, my personal mission is let knowledge serve humanity. When I saw the mission for this club, I knew this is where I belong, and so I am so pleased to be welcomed.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you. You may be seated. Thank you, guys. Congratulations. And this is the final Thursday of the month, so this is the week that I award a 4-way test coin to a Rotarian who's gone above and beyond. And this month you saw that we started a new initiative, and that is to recycle and be more sustainable. So this person came to our club with the idea to move away from the water glasses that we used to have and all the waste that we used to have. And this person also suggested that we recycle our wheels and everything else that gets distributed every month. So for this month, I would like to award the 4-way test coin to Arlene Serrois. Thank you. And if you haven't figured it out, Caesar and myself, I talked to him about 3 weeks ago. I said, hey, April Fool's Day is coming up. Let's do something. And he was all in, so let's give a hand to Caesar. Please enjoy a quick 5 minutes for Lenten Fellowship. Hopefully none of your food was overcooked. Hopefully I did it correctly this time, right? So if you could take the microphone to past President Karen Wisenon to talk about the putting tournament.
Actually, I'm going to hog the mic. I got 3 things, Michael. I'll zip through them as fast as I can. As you recall, we had a dual shower back in January for our pregnant mummies. And there was only one that was from the Amanda birthing, one that was still in the running. And Lucy, could you come up here for a second? Lucy. Okay, what we wanted them to do is guess the birth date, time, length, weight, and sex. Well, she got the date right. And she actually wasn't too bad. She guessed 3 a.m., and baby was born at 7:57 p.m. Length, she guessed 20 inches, and baby was 19.5 inches. That was very close. Weight, she guessed 7.5, and baby was 7.3. She guessed on girl, and it's a boy. So on behalf of the club, here's $25 Lowry's certificate.
Thank you very much.
And here's, you take that. Okay, the golf tournament, Peely said a little bit about it. It's a putting tournament. It's the Taberti Classic, and it is on May 6th. It's a Sunday. The cost is $25 per person, and that includes your putting golf, dinner, and a raffle ticket for a chance to win $100 of Lowry bucks. It's at Angel Park, and the sign-up sheet is going around in the green book, so the sooner we can get some numbers on that, the better. And the entire thing is to support the youth exchange program. The last thing I have is on April 13th, we have a delegation from India that is here on a cultural exchange. We have a dinner hosted by Tom and Jane Crow, and it's free for the members to attend, but you'll need to bring a side dish, an appetizer, or a main course. And the sign-up sheet is, again, in the book. So thank you very much. And congratulations to Michael and Amanda.
Thank you. Thanks. Next up is Janet Linder, or Rosalie, to talk about the new member orientation. One who's not chewing.
It's May the 8th, 2nd. Close. And it's at Jerry Engel's house, and hopefully he's going to be May 6th.
No, May 2nd.
Oh, it's 6 o'clock. Okay. Why not? But Rosalie will tell you.
Let's start again from the top. Date, time, location.
Okay, everybody, ears open. It is May 2nd, 6 p.m. at Jerry Engel's home.
And he'll be well by then. Well before then, right?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Arlene.
Thank you. And then President-elect Jim Cole. I saw him, I think, back there to talk about our car show. If you look in the wheel, you will see the car show ad is in there, and he's going to tell us all about it.
Hi. President Michael and fellow Rotarians, thanks again for your time. The car show is going to be on April 15th. If you have your smartphone with you today, I'm going to ask you once again to open it up, open up Facebook, and look for the Las Vegas Car Show, search for it, and then share it with your friends to help advertise it. That has been quite effective. We have 308 people that are at a minimum interested, if not confirming to go, just through the Facebook sharing that we've been doing. So please continue to do that. We greatly appreciate it. As you probably are aware from the email that Sean sent on our behalf, we're looking for raffle items. If people could approach businesses that they know or friends that have items that you would typically see in a raffle, movie tickets or gift certificates to a restaurant, that type of thing. We're looking for that. And we also have a need for stuff for the goodie bag. So if you have promotional items from your business, say like a keychain or something to clean off glasses or something along those lines, we would be more than happy to put them in the goodie bag for you. Just email myself or Sean, and we'll make arrangements to pick them up either at the next meeting or someone will come to your office to get them. And finally, Or if you are by Celebrity Cars, you can certainly drop off anything for the goodie bag there, and Ryan would be more than happy to have someone take it for you. And we're also going to be sending out an email in the next couple of days. We need people to volunteer to staff the event, and so we're looking for volunteers to be there. You don't have to work the entire show. We just need you for a couple hours to either man our booth, the raffle tickets, checking people in, etc. So looking forward to it. It's going to be on April 15th at Celebrity Cars. It's going to be a great show this year. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to contact me or Sean.
And that sign-up sheet for the different times is in the Green Book, right?
No, that was the sign-up in the Green Book was just to be involved in the committee and setting it up. We now have a need for actual times and commitments for people to volunteer at the show.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks, President-elect Jim. And then all across the room is Marie Walsh. Also, we have the ad in this week's wheel.
Thank you, Michael. This is it. This is the last breakfast with books for the school year. I'd like to see as many Rotarians be involved as possible. Come and join us. It's really a fun day. And thank you to everyone who was involved all year long. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Janice Linke, do you want to talk about the 95th next week, the 95th party?
Say yes.
I don't see a Neil, so it's you.
Yes, it would be my pleasure. So we had a wrap-up meeting today. The doors are going to open at, correct me if I'm wrong on anything, the doors are going to open at 5:45. It is open seating. The doors will not open before 5:45. It will be 1 glass of wine per person. There'll be a cash bar available in the bar all evening. What was the other menu? Was it filet or lobster?
I think filet
Okay.
or lobster.
So Okay. So your choices that evening, it's really nice. They're going to take your order that night. Prime rib or a lobster. Was it a lobster tail? Lobster duo. Nice. So prime rib, lobster duo, or they will also have a nice vegetarian dish. So I love that Lowry's is taking our order that night. What a chef. And what else?
Attire?
Oh, yes. Business attire or cocktail for the ladies. Valet parking. Go do orientation. You just made me lose track. And the Goodmans will be here.
Both mayors.
Both?
Mayors Goodman.
Will Showgirls be here?
You have to show up to find out.
And I think it's going to be a great event.
Oh, photographer.
There will be a photographer.
Thanks to Jamie Goldsmith.
Thanks to Jamie Goldsmith.
So you can take your.
This is a great way to announce. I love it.
No, you go.
And thank you in advance for the 25 Club for coming in and helping us to greet and just welcome people. So thank you.
We also have one final PDG Rampur is taking our Rotary International Director, our VIP, John Matthews, around, and he will bring them that night. So if you want a picture with a bigwig from RI, see him in front and show him to the photographer, and you can take your picture. Okay, we can talk about that. And then if you could take the microphone to Ryan Hamilton or Chris Bennett to talk about this Saturday's car show. As you heard from President-elect Jim, we need everybody at our big fundraiser, but every week, every Saturday, there is a car show in Eastern. And the 25 Club helps there, so we need some help this Saturday to promote for our car show. Correct, Ryan?
Yes, everyone is welcome. So if anyone wants to come out and hand out Rotary car show flyers, we would love to have everyone, including the 25 Club. We are there. We get most of our attendees from this show, so it needs to be promoted there. We've done it quite a bit in the past there. There's 300 cars and people on top of that that come to, show off their cars, all that kind of stuff. So it's not that hard to get 150 cars to our place if we promote it within that group. So that's basically, and we can set up a table if someone wants to take that on. I have an extra table if someone wants to take that on and actually set up a Rotary table, but we need somebody to take on that project.
Time? What time?
7 to 10 a.m. It's in the parking lot on Eastern in front of Twin Peaks and BJ's at basically 215 Eastern.
Sure. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for everything you do for our car show. So if you can help, see Kirk Holmes, the 25 Club, this Saturday. We need everybody to show up there and hand out flyers. And then if you could take it to past President Randy Donald for the event at his home tonight.
Thank you. And it is tonight. So we're going to have, at least from my recollection, probably the first networking group in the last couple decades that I'm aware of. And we're going to hold it at my house tonight. So it's a good opportunity for you to come and not only meet everyone in a social atmosphere, but learn about what we do on a professional level. So we ask everybody that's coming tonight to bring business cards and maybe have a little thought in your mind about what you want to talk about, maybe what you want to promote that you do. And we'll be meeting at 6:30. I'll give you my address now. It is in the roster, but it's 513 Regents Gate Drive in Henderson. And that's from the 215 in Valley Verde. You basically go south up the hill till you hit the guard gate and come through. So I'm hoping I have like 17 to 19 on the list right now. So it's very helpful if I get these names right away so I can turn into our guard gate so they let people through. It's a lot faster process that way than them calling us each time. So feel free to reach out to me this afternoon if you've not got on the list and want to get on the list, and I'll make sure that you are. I look forward to seeing everybody tonight. We'll have some fun, and we'll learn a lot about each other.
Thank you. Thanks, Past President Randy. Thanks for putting that together, and President-elect Jackie for you guys working together on that. Then, as you guys know, we are 1 week away from our big party, so we need to get to $2 million, and are we going to make it? So today, there's going to be a couple of fines. We need to raise some money. So first of all, if you could take it to Rob Tellez. Rob, how are you, sir? Good to see you.
Doing fine, sir. How are you doing?
Hey, so a little birdie told me that you might be running for elected office and you need the support of your fellow Rotarians voting for you.
Yes, so you really shouldn't find me. Could you find everybody else and give me the cash?
Campaign contributions and all?
Right. So yeah, I'm running for the Clark County Public Administrator. The current administrator is endorsing me for the role. And I'm fortunate to have the opportunity to do that. So I really, again, very
Congratulations.
happy. Thank you very much.
So, just so that we have an informed electorate here, can you explain to everybody what the public administrator actually does?
Right, so a lot of people have no idea what this guy does, right? Well, I do, though. I do. So, a lot of people think that he just pushes paper around, right? It sounds like, oh, he does administration for the county. No, he's actually the professional probate administrator for the county. So whenever somebody passes away, and unfortunately this happens quite a bit in Clark County, but when somebody passes away without identifiable next of kin, he's the person who steps in, secures their assets, and then tries to find someone who can go ahead and take from the estate. So I'm a probate attorney, and so it's kind of right up my alley.
So you help people navigate through a difficult time in their lives. So thank you, Rob. Best of luck to you in this race. And since we're going to find you, tell us voting locations where we can find and what the date is.
Well, I will tell you that I'm going to have a kind of a kickoff on April 19th, and of course everybody's invited. Food, music, giveaways, all kinds of cool stuff, and I would love if my Rotary family would be there to support me.
Sure.
So hit me with it. How much?
$95. Thank you. Thanks, Rob. Thank you. And then if you could take the microphone over to our youth exchange student, Peely.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
How is your year going? How long have you been in town?
I've been in town for 7 months, almost 8. and I'm going to be here until July 24. So it's coming soon, and I don't really want to, but I had to go back. So I had just have like 4 months left.
Only 4 months left. And where are you going to school?
I'm going to Coronado High School.
And you like it? It's all good there?
I love it. It's really so. I went the first semester to Durango, and then because I changed host families, I changed schools, and it was just great. It was a great change. I love it.
Okay.
I really do.
So I can say this because I got money from this club, just like you are getting money from this club now.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to stop taking, and now you got to pay into. So I'm going to fine you $95.
Okay.
But here's why I'm going to fine you is a little birdie told me that it's your 17th birthday tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
So if you will join me, let's wish her and sing happy birthday to her.
Oh my God, no.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect that. Thank you.
Pilar, I'll pick up $50 of your fine. There's got to be a couple guys in here that can pop 25.
There we go.
Thank you. Thanks. Just in true Rotarian spirit, service above self. Past President Jim Tucker, past President Randy Campanelli. So thank you, guys. Let's move on to our drawing. So to draw for the pot, the number is 659-4406. 4406. Past President Steve Linder. Are you? Oh, he sent his wife. Is this for cruise money or wine money? Wine money. Not a joker, but at least an ace. So congratulations. $50. Sure. Thank you. And then the next, for the Larry Bucks, the number is 4436. 4436. Past President Jim Tucker. See, a good deed, and there you go. So Jim Tucker just said it's open bar on Jamie Goldsmith at the 95th party next week because Jamie's got all the Larry bucks. So thanks for that. So now I'd like to call to the front past President Randy Campanelli to introduce our speaker.
Before I begin, I just want to give you my opinion that that's an unwarranted liberty to fine our guest. I can't believe you did that. Anyways, it's an honor to introduce Paul Kruger. I spent quite a bit of time going through Paul's biography, and then when I came in today, I noticed it's on the front page. So my congratulations to Bill Houghton and his wife for finding type small enough to fit on one page. I say that kiddingly because he's done a lot of things that I, for one, didn't know about, and I'm sure most people don't. You know, he graduated from the University of Massachusetts at Amherst and immediately went to work for Bechtel. Now, I have to tell you, most people have heard of Bechtel. They don't really know what it is, though. That's the largest engineering and construction company in the world. And the key point here is it's privately owned. And so they have done, over the decades, I actually had a summer job with them in 1974, which seems like a few years ago, but I guess it was a lot longer than that. But so nobody really understands the extent to which Bechtel works with the federal government to get things done, and that's what they're known for, is getting things done. So he went to work for Bechtel, and because they do all this work with the federal government, it's caused Paul to be in interesting and dangerous places, like Albania, where he was the manager and supervisor for constructing 3 refugee camps for a total of 60,000 people while the war was going on, I might point out. I also might point out that I'm sure I've met 1 or 2 people that have had bodyguards in their life, but Mr. Kruger had a team of bodyguards in those days. So it gives you an idea of some of the things he's done. And then directly after 9/11, he was working at the JFK airport and was pulled out to establish the National Center for Combating Terrorism after 9/11 for the federal government. So he's really got a distinguished career, and his wife is Una, and his son Connor is 18, and he's going to, I hate to say UNR, but that's okay. He's staying in Nevada. And I will just tell you that with his breadth and experience and his knowledge and his leavening personality, that your foundation, your club foundation, is in good hands next year with Paul Kruger. But I guess Paul Maffey's coming up first. Okay, so that was worked out well. Come on, huh? I think we need the first Michael Gordon president. He would have handled it better.
Thank you, Randy. I'm going to talk about there's 2 programs in our Las Vegas Rotary Foundation that have J.A. Tiberti's name on those programs, and I've worked for J.A. Tiberti for over 30 years. So I'm going to just take a few minutes and give you a little history about the man, about his business, and then I'll go into the 2 programs that are part of our Las Vegas Rotary Foundation. J. Tiberti, this is a picture of the Nellis Gunnery School in 1941. J. Tiberti came out of USC as a junior in college as a civil engineer and moved to Las Vegas to help build Nellis. And as many of you know now, the generals kept coming and going, and Jay was really the guy that kind of ran the base for about 4 years. This is a picture of McCarran Field, 1941. Jay told me a story once, and I think it was at Crockett Field, not McCarran, but in the mid-40s, the Las Vegas radio station, if an airplane was coming in late or at night, they would get on the radio station and ask the citizens to drive down to the airfield with their cars and show a stream of lights down the runway so these early aviation planes could land on the airports. This town is a very interesting town. We're up to the 1990s now. J. Tiberti Construction Company built the Las Vegas Convention Center. We demoed the old rotunda, and then we built the current Las Vegas Convention Center. I put this slide up for 2 reasons. We were hustling to get the job done because this was the first year that CES was coming into town, and they were expecting about 75,000 guests at the convention, and this convention space cost at that time $45 million. And as you know, these numbers are way different today. J. Tiberti Construction Company did a lot of pipe and reservoir work, and this is a picture at the Springs Preserve of, on the left is Jay's first employee, Don Beagle, that started in 1951 and then retired from us in 1980. And then J. Tiberti's in the middle, and then Jerome Atkinson is on the right. Jerome, we hired him in 1974, and he built about 32 of the reservoirs that are around the Las Vegas Valley, providing you fresh water. And then this is the second company that Jay built in 1962. It's the Tiberti Fence Company, and a lot of you, this is the most popular name that people in the city recognize. That's that 6-inch by 15-inch yellow sign that goes on a lot of cyclone fences. And Jay tells a story that a woman called him and said, "You've got to come down here. You've got to come down here right now and put my sign back up. Somebody took it, and I know that you're protecting me. So please get me another Tiberti fence sign on my residential fence." And he's the type of guy, he sent somebody down, they did that. And then here's J. Tiberti. This is a picture of him in his mid-70s. He passed away in 2006, and was a great man. So let's talk about the first program in the foundation. That it's called the J. Tiberti Fellow. And the definition of a fellow is that you have similar quality and similar interest to the person it's named after. So that is very appropriate for our club. Jay loved his community. He was very loyal to Las Vegas, and he also believed in education. He was very happy to contribute money to UNLV, and his wife started nursing scholarships. And those are the two qualities I think that is very appropriate for our club. We all work here because we have a love for our community, and we also, our programs support the education of people in our town. So the J. Taberti Fellow, I'm going to read the description of it. Contributions to the Las Vegas Rotary Foundation are tax deductible within the limitations of the law and provide opportunities for both Rotarians and friends of the foundation to support the service projects of the Rotary Club of Las Vegas. Individuals can support the foundation through contributions of cash, securities, or property. All members are asked to participate and support the foundation on an annual basis, ensuring the continued growth of the principal amount. So the foundation takes pride in recognizing contributions of any size. Those who give $1,000 or more, or in whose name a donation of $1,000 or more is given, are acknowledged as a J. Taberti Fellow. Mr. Taberti, a 50-year member of the Rotary Club of Las Vegas, was also recognized as one of the founding builders since his construction company literally was involved in building the entire city. I'm sorry, I added that. In building Las Vegas. There will be no pins or ladders for the Taberti Fellow. The calculation to be a Taberti Fellow will be retroactive back to 1998. So you've been contributing to the foundation all along. You can see Dan Adamson or Randy Campanelli to see how close you are to hitting the $1,000 mark and receiving the J. Taberti Fellow Award. Our first fellows will be honored next week at our 95th birthday party. Okay, the second program that's part of our Las Vegas Rotary Foundation is the J. Taberti Scholarship Program, and that was started around 2009. It's a $2,500 scholarship that goes to the School of UNLV Engineering and Architecture School. And we just went through the applications. We had 10 applications to review. I think they got over 80 applications for the scholarship. And that scholarship will be awarded to a sophomore or freshman who's in the architecture and engineering program. Thank you.
I'm the other Paul. And thank you, Paul, for doing such a good job. I hope that I can continue in that vein of being a good speaker, too, today. It likes my fingers when I touch it. Well, first of all, you know, my topic is going to be about the Las Vegas Foundation. And it's a nonprofit corporation, and the bylaws actually were restated during recently, a couple years ago, because I don't believe they had been updated since the foundation was first formed back in 1965. So that was Steve Casey was our president of the club then, and I think he did a really great job of pulling together a good team of people that worked on that a lot of times, evenings in different offices that whoever worked here would make open to us to use their facilities. And but I do have first want to ask a serious question of everybody in this room. How many of you have actually gone to the back part of our roster, the last section, and read about the foundation and its bylaws, and also about the awards that have come about as that? Thank you. So what I'd like to suggest is, please, those of you who haven't read it, take a few minutes, well, maybe half an hour, and read it, because we really do a lot of good things. The reason for having this foundation was to do good things for our local community, not just send money into Mother Rotary, but also for things here, right here in Las Vegas. And I feel that what we have done has been very successful because we do give out several awards. I know sometimes when I come to the meeting, I don't get to eat for about 15 or 20 minutes because there's so many checks to sign. And that's true, and I think Sean will attest to that. So I'm going to continue now and just talk about how our Rotary Club, our Foundation Rotary Club, is set up. We have a president and also a vice president-elect. That's me. Our president is Larry. He could not be here today to speak, so I'm filling in for him, I believe. And Tom Thomas, who is currently the secretary, and I'm sorry, not the secretary, the past president, and I am the president-elect. So there's 4 officers in our club. And also we have usually have 3 trustees. And anybody that wants to become part of the foundation, I'm going to say, please fill out an application, but I also want to give you a warning. It's a 7-year commitment. Because what happens is you come in as a trustee, and as the president goes out, the president-elect goes in, everybody moves up a slot, including the trustees, which creates a new slot for a trustee. So the trustee that's been in the club the longest first becomes the treasurer, then the secretary, then the president-elect, and then the president. So just want to give you a heads up that it is a real commitment, but it's worthwhile because you get to participate not only in, like I'm going to do today, say we are so close to the $2 million that I'm asking anybody that can actually give a little more, help us reach it before the next big event where we'll be able to announce it. So that's one thing. But as far as, filling out an application, that's all it is. You put down what your skills are, and what happens is the board will read and scrutinize each of the applications because what we're looking for is people that are pretty well ranged in the field of investments. In fact, just to let you know, Greg Miller and Dan Anderson do our books for us. We have quarterly meetings every year. So there's 4 meetings, and at those meetings we go over all the figures, the investments, and where we're headed, and if we need to make any changes or things like that. But because it's with Craig and the person also known as Ginger's husband, Dan Anderson, we are in really good hands with those people, and they do a great job for us. And I couldn't be more pleased. I'm sure all of us in this club shouldn't be pleased that we get such good statistics and paying attention to what's going on with the fund. So that's in really great shape. Even when we've had some times where the market's been down, they know what to do, and they do it. And when it's up, then they really know what to do, and they do it. So that's one of the things I wanted to just bring up. Now, our gift acceptance policy is pretty much, well, let me go back. We're set up very similar to the way the Rotary Club is set up too. The Rotary Club actually has 12 people that are involved in that, and that's the president, the vice president, the treasurer, the secretary, and then there are all these other people that head up. They're like the chairman. I'm not sure if that's the exact right term because I don't have it in front of me, but that head up all these different committees. And they're really, the blood and guts that keep this club doing well and, on the ball at all times. So our foundation normally had 3 senior members. And unfortunately, Bert Perdue, who was really a good person, and I liked, because we used to sit together, Bert, Ty Hilbrecht, Don Lloyd, myself, a lot of times. And Bert is kind of a different, marches a little bit to a different drummer, but he is a really sharp guy, and just was a pleasure to know, and a dear friend that I'll miss. The other person, Ty Hilbreck, as you probably all know, is still in rehab. I try to see him after our meetings on Thursdays, because usually that's when his wife, Mercedes, is there. And we've been friends ever since I first moved to Las Vegas, and became a member also of the Mercedes-Benz Club, which I did serve as president of that for 3 years. And the other club that I joined more recently, probably about a year ago, is the Seniors United Club. And that's a really good club, too, because it meets once a month. The amount that you pay a year to join is only $10, and normally the people that come to speak there pay for lunch. And a lot of them, just like at this club, they show up just before it's election time. Mostly judges, or like, we've had the chief of police, just like he came here. He was there. The people that are running for office, for state senators. Barbara Sivgaski used to be my district's representative, and now she's the Secretary of State. And so you get, it puts me and others in these clubs in a lot of contact with some of the movers and shakers here in Las Vegas. So that's a good relationship to have, especially because I try to represent our club too. And because we do really good things, and some of the things we do, I think we sure need to be proud of. Like after the October 1st massacre, there's no better word for it, our club offered and has to have people submit applications to help them pay with the funeral expenses of their loved ones that are no longer here. And as you know, we're supporting, I believe, at least 4 elementary schools. Is there a 5th one now, Michael? No, not yet, but we're working on it probably. So, and that is an amazing program, because what's so good about it is that we supply books to these young children at the right age, when they're in elementary school or probably even kindergarten. And what they do is they learn to speak English. They take the books home, and they teach their parents how to speak English. And that's great. I think, that program is just so successful. Sometime I hope I will take some times to go and read to them. But I just think it's an amazing program. And I know that when my son actually was in middle school, he was at Cashman Middle School. And there they have the Academy of Math, Science, and Engineering. Now, originally, when he applied, they rejected him because he took too many days in a year, basically 2 weeks every year when we would go, my family would go to Cabo San Lucas, where we have a place. And but I had neighbors who lived across the from where I live in Pocoi Ranch, and just across the entrance to where I was is where they lived. And their daughter went there, and they were more knowledgeable about the magnet school system than I was. And they said, listen, when he missed school, did he make up all the work? I said, oh yeah, ahead of time, about, before we were going to leave, well ahead of time, we'd get from his teachers all of his work that he had to do. And he would do it in Mexico or else. So when I found out that I could petition the school, and I went over there and I talked to the coordinator of the program for students in the School of Engineering and Math, Science, and Engineering. It was called AMSI for short, the Academy of Math, Science, and Engineering. To speak about my son and saying, look, he's a good kid. He only missed school because we went on a family vacation that time of year. But he's a good student, and if you look at his grades, then I would like you to consider him. And so the next thing I know, the coordinator said, I'm going to go talk to somebody else here, and she's going to come over and talk to you. And that person, asked me about my background and all that. And so then they said, well, we're both going to go over and talk to the principal because there's a little bit of leeway here. So the next thing I know, they came back and they said, you know what? Your son can go to the Academy of Math, Science, Engineering on one provision. I said, sure, what is that? And they said, she wants to start up an advisory board for the school, for people like you, that to be on it. And if you are willing to be on it, then yeah, sure. And that was a really great thing to happen for my son, because even though it's not in the best area of town, it's at the corner of Desert Inn and Decatur, he got a great education there, which led to him being a student at the West Tech Academy out in Summerlin. And he graduated from there, and I wanted him to go to college right away, but he's saying, oh, let me take just a year off and kind of relax for a while. And but he intends to start college when the new college year begins. So, okay, and I was just wondering, does anybody have any questions regarding the foundation or not? But I do encourage anybody that thinks that they're willing to make that commitment to please apply, and we will want to get good candidates.
What are your plans after reaching 2 mil? You're not going to raise it to 3 or 5?
I'm sorry, after reaching what?
Yeah. Are you going to, after hitting 2 mil, are you going to try to go for 5 mil? Or are we going to be satisfied at that level and give the interest and earnings to our endowment programs?
Well, my answer to that is let's get past the 2 million first. But why not keep going? Look at what we're doing for our community that's so important, because this community needs it. Not everybody here is well off. And I'm not saying, let's become, super liberal or anything like that, but let's continue our mission, and that is to bring, good things for our community. Anyone else?
Or I'll explain it that the foundation board, we write the checks, but basically the club submits the projects, and then and in my experience over 20-some years, the foundation board has never said, no, we don't like that. So really it's the club that determines where the money goes, but we, by law, have to write the checks.
Right. And very rarely have we had things that weren't worthy enough to get the checks. Because, we look at it and we say, well, what good is this going to do? And we evaluate and say, that's a great program. We need to do that.
I'm wondering if the foundation ever thought of doing a Paul Harris dinner at the time when he first started, because that sometimes raises money too. And that would be a good way to get people to understand what Rotary is and Paul Harris, who he was, and also raise money for the foundation.
Well, my suggestion is that that's something maybe Michael would take a look at. And if the club is behind it, then it would come to the foundation next for funds.
Since I only have 3 months left, that sounds like a great project for President-elect Jim Cole.
And I'll second that.
He just walked in, so let me, before I thank Paul for what he did, let me just welcome my guest to the back table, not to the head table. He just walked in, Jerry Engel. Jerry made it. Jerry graduated from UCLA in 1951 and moved to Las Vegas in 1953 and served as a CPA until 2006. That's 53 years, Jerry. During this time, he was president of the Nevada Society of CPAs, president of the Nevada Estate Planning Council, and member of the National Association of Estate Planning Councils. He continues to help people with estate planning. So something Paul didn't talk about is our Heritage Society, where you can leave your bequest in your will to the Las Vegas Rotary Foundation. So if you would like to join the Heritage Society, please see Jerry Engel. So Paul, you moved away. I got to thank you. So thank you, Paul, for being our speaker today, and other Paul too, Paul and Paul, for talking about our foundation. And just so you guys know, the foundation, as Paul Kruger said, has the trustees that you can see on the back of the wheel, and then the club has the directors, which runs the different youth areas and all of that. So in the wheel, in this week's wheel, in my president's message, both of these boards, the meetings are open to any member of the club. You can come and look at our financials. You can look at the minutes. Anybody can attend these meetings. So the next club board meeting is on April 19th, and the next foundation board meeting is on April 26th. So if you want to see what our club does and where the money goes, please join us for that. So Paul and Paul, thank you for your presentation. You know, we have our Share What You Can award, so we're going to donate a hot meal to a needy vet in your name. So Caesar, where's President Caesar? Yay! You got to close our meeting.
We're going to play tennis or?
You're going to say Rotary is like tennis? Okay.
You say it and I agree.
Okay, then you can ring the bell. Okay. So, Rotary is like tennis. The one who serves best usually wins. Now go forth and make a difference.
I agree with you. Thank you.
Ring the bell.